Now we're on the 1st of August. The size of these. You're gonna have a little bounce. So you've been a good girl. Go on, have a bouncy. What are you going to have here? I've got some in a few days. Oh, ow, oh. Right, 1st of August. What on earth is this time going to? It is flying by, and it is very grey and even coolish. So we're just giving Rasha a little leg stretch, and I'm going into 2 days off. And on Thursday we've got quite a well-known, quite a large YouTube channel staying with us, but they're not a caravan motorhome sort of channel, and they should be game for a laugh. So they well, I touched down on their channel last night because they commented that they were coming here, but can you have a guess who's coming to stay with us at the end of the towards the end of the week? And fortunately when they come, it's going to be on the quiet side. Ground is so wet with the rain we've had in the last 24 hours as well. It was yesterday, it was like where you were, but the morning was okay, and then the rain came in the afternoon, and it was yeah, pretty non-stop, not torrential, but the ground is soaking wet. So this area here outside the cottage once again needs another cut, and I'm hoping that the wind will blow some of the rain off, the moisture off the grass, and try and get this a cut today. And I also want to give a great big thank you to Gary and Rachel, who are going to be coming to stay with us in a couple of weeks. They've sent over a super thanks, so Gary and Rachel, thank you for the super thanks. Right, finish Rasha's walk, and let's see what today's going to bring. My own lawn, less than a week ago. Yeah, needs cutting again, and my caravan as well. I didn't clean this last year. You can see there's bits of greenery on here. I might give the caravan a clean on one of my days off coming up this week. And also, oh, my eyes are watering with the wind. God, a minute again, just a week. All here was all cut. I don't know if you can see. Look at it. Tall sills are coming up. Yeah, so I think, let's say, apparently we're not going to have any rain until this afternoon, so I'm going to start strimming first. So I'll trim around the edges here, trim around the edges, and then I'll bring the Husqvarna on and get this mowed down. And then yesterday I did manage to, again, you can see or not, all here was cut yesterday. So fortunately we did get quite a lot done before the main rain came, although I must admit I did get a bit damp yesterday afternoon when I finished work. I'm going to open up the mower shed. Yeah, with the weather being as atrocious as it has been, hasn't it been miserable throughout the whole country? What day is it? It's Tuesday today, isn't it? So yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, we're really quiet with bookings, because obviously people are weather watching, and at the weekend we had people going a little bit early because of the storms and all the rest of it. And then this weekend we're not full, steady, and it's hard to believe, but then the following 3 weeks for the weekends is yeah, we're virtually at full capacity, and then boom, we're into September. Just no idea where on earth all the time's gone. So if you did want to come to the nurseries this weekend coming up, yeah, we have got space, and then the following weekends then until the beginning of September, it's sorry, we've got very little space. I think we've got the August Bank Holiday weekend. The weekend before it we're actually full. We had some news about Sandra's mum yesterday, which I can't disclose at the moment. And there's also some things going on back at home with our home, which I can't disclose at the minute. Sandra just likes to keep some things a little bit private. So I went out yesterday. I think I mentioned all the jerry cans are full for now for the month, and then I saw Dan was in here the other day with Mazzy looking for the fledgling up here. So I think what's actually happened, and again you need to go back about a week, I'm not too sure whether there's only one chick survived, and it was a really big chick, and then we saw the parent coming about with grubs and all the rest of it. So I think there was only the one fledgling that actually made it, which was well, that's nature, isn't it? I also last night put some washing in the washing machine, which I'm going to get out now and get that dried, and I need to empty my toilet as well. Oh, the glamour of being a campsite warden. Right, strimmer splatter and very wet Nike trainers. I knew I should have put either my boots on or Wellingtons on this morning. Yeah, silly Neil. I have got another pair of Fitville bits of footwear coming, maybe today or tomorrow. Yeah, I miss my Fitvilles, really do miss them. So let's have a quick deco where we are. So I've just done all around the divided pitches up on the touring area. So it was going a bit cooly before, didn't I? And it's not. And what I've done now is I've just done around the edges here. This is grass from yesterday when I was cutting. It was wet, and I don't like cutting grass when it's wet. So I've just done round the perimeters on the show lodge here and here and here. You can see how much that's grown. But I'm going to get the Husqvarna out. I've just got one more departure to go, and then get that sorted out, and then yeah, get this cut. I took all these weeds out the other day as well, and yeah, all this rain, everything is growing absolutely prolific. Right, I think I need to get myself a drink of water and some Haribos. Now this weather is really interesting on I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the next few weeks really till September, and how people weather watch. So this weekend coming up, it's really weird. So all our hard standing is booked. Just looking, we've got one pitch free, but the grass pitches, the sort of the people that tend to weather watch, yeah, the island is really quiet. The following weekend full, following weekend then full again. But looking on some of the campsite owners forums and discussion groups on Facebook, a lot of them have had some real hard times with waterlogged campsites. Yeah, it's been so wet. Right, I think I'm going to jump on the mower and start the grass cut. It's rain holding off, and it's been a little while now since I started talking, basically, and the wind should have blown a lot of the moisture off the grass. Fingers crossed. Ended up putting on my big work coat. It's not cold, but it's definitely not warm. But yeah, do you remember me cutting this only a week ago? Unbelievable how quickly it's grown. Really strange. Last year it was well, we had the heat wave, didn't we, if you remember, and the grass was still cut every week, but it definitely didn't grow as much as this. Right, let's finish off. Give you a quick look back here. Hang on a moment. And then onto the touring area. So if you remember over the weekend, down here in the touring area now, the camping pitch is here. So we've had people camping on here, and all these were all full. So I've just given them a cut over, and then funny enough, from Thursday, Friday, Saturday sort of period, these pitches here, they're all booked again, but not just for the weekend. They're all long books for over a week. So just trying to get this now cut back. grass cuttings picked up, and I think after I've done this bit here, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get onto the Stiga and then start giving it the mulch, what we call the mulch cut, the low grass cut. But yeah, that's yeah, these are all booked this weekend for a week, and I'm warming up now. So that's the grass area outside the facilities all cut. It's not ideal to be grass cutting because the grass is still damp. Obviously, this is where you can get stone chips flying up into this into the dry belt, and then causing the problems that we've been having. Another grass box of grass cuttings, and then we're going to put this one away and bring out the Stiga. Right, that's that baby put away, and a bit of litter picking while I'm at it. Bins are pretty full. I think we won't need to commission in another one, all being well, because we're a bit quiet at the moment. Right, I need to get onto the Stiga. In fact, what time is it? Right, just go and check. No, go and check for messages first, I think. The weather has been so bonkers. We don't normally start getting the fungi and toadstools and mushrooms out until sort of later on in the year, but you know, we're on the 1st of August. The size of these. And then this time last year we ended up with a wasp nest here. I don't know whether those that were watching the videos from last year will remember Killer Dave coming, and yeah, we were blighted by wasp nest. And then these pitch dividers here, so this is the only one that gets rabbited. But look at that there. I don't know what's down there, why they find it so interesting, but yeah, we put bark and all sorts on here to try and deter the rabbits, and the rabbits are winning. Right, so now I'm frantically just try and get round on this mower now and give this the low cut grass. Because of the weather last week, everything's just got a few days behind. Goodness me. Right, that's the entire touring area cut twice. Once with a Husqvarna, they're sort of highish cut, and then gone over it all with the Stiga, giving it a mulch cut. So I'm just going to go and, oh dear, have a sit down. I've really warmed up now. I said it was a bit chilly before, didn't I? Spoke too early, and yeah. Oh, I need to get something to eat. I am so hungry. So I'm going to go and grab something to eat. Say hello to Russia. Really strange. Every single person, oh no, apart from one, that's staying with us are actually all out for the day. Well, it's not strange, it's quite nice. So that's the mowing there, that was done. And inside of there, that's been done. My own grass needs doing as well. Let's see where the girl is. She did pop her head out earlier. So, what are you up to, Rash? Hello, baby. How are you? 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 Are you gonna have a little bounce? So you've been a good girl. Go and have a bouncy. What are you going to have here? I've got some. I've been giving you some of those. You like these little tasty minis, don't you? I've not opened them ones yet. Go on then. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I did empty my toilet earlier as well. That's all done. Right, going to grab something out of the fridge, and then lob that in my pocket and head back up to the office for this afternoon's check-ins. Not really seen Dan since shopping trip, because I've been working, and hey, everybody's on that needs to be on, and things are finished. So just been asking Dan if he wants to come out and play with me, if he wants to come and have a little session in the woods. It's been a while. So I'm going to go down with some peanut butter and my trail cams. I've got a new little tripod as well. and all being well, put the cameras out for a few days and see what we can get. So Dan was telling me that he's seen 4 badgers together. So historically we've seen up to 3. I've never seen the 4, so I think he's putting some footage up tonight. So if you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. Dan has come out to play. I say it's been a while since we've seen each other, Dan, since we went shopping.
In the woods, it's been a long time.
Yeah, well, I've not really seen you since Thursday because obviously I've been working.
Yeah, it's been 5 days since we've spent time together.
I've
had a really good 5 days.
I'm off tomorrow. Thinking about going into Lidl with an Aldi t-shirt on.
All right, yeah, I'm going. I'm off. Where's that?
Woolworths.
No, where's Lidl?
Up the road from Aldi.
Yeah, which in Skegness, you mean?
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, I'm going other way, probably towards Hull.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Right, so I was just saying to you've been sort of trail cam damming, trail cam danning, and you've caught 4 badgers on camera, haven't you?
We've never had 4 in one shot before, and one of them is a baby, but the babies don't come out of the den until they're 3 or 4 months old, and by that time they're still quite big, so they're not much smaller than the adults, but it's definitely a baby. It was stood right where you are a couple of nights ago. Yeah. Okay,
and then those were watching my stuff, I was hanging bits of twigs with peanut butter, and you've been trying the experiment, and well, I'd be curious to know what footage, if any footage, you've got.
Well, to be honest, I did put a lot more on than that. So maybe something has had a nibble. There's quite a bit come off that, but it did rain quite heavily, so has it just...
Yes, so
something's been here.
So I'm going to raise mine off the ground again, but I'm going to put in lower so the squirrel can reach up and stretch, and I'm going to go for a swing effect, like two bits of string on board.
Trapeze.
Yeah, like a trapeze sort of thing, yeah. You might get a badger sort of trapeze in.
You could do.
Something like that. So that's my intention, and I'm also going to have a look outside because I got some great footage last time on the outside spot.
You did. Have you noticed my new connectors?
Oh, I've not actually seen these in life, but I saw them on one of your vlogs you've been sent from America, aren't they?
It's in my video tonight.
All right, okay.
I've got 10 of them.
Excellent.
So it basically now will go 360 without having to
put a bit of wood behind it. Right, so I've got a new super cheapo. I'm really poking my eye out. You're doing it. I've got a super cheapo sort of Gorilla Pod snide version. The one that I got last time was oh my golly, that's been well gnawed, wasn't it? So those who are watching the footage, I linked it on my own. You can see there literally all the chomping that's been going place. Right, let's get my backpack off and have a look what I've got in my bag. Right, so down here's having a butcher's there. I'm just going to go out of the woods to where I caught the last lot of footage, which was here. And then if you remember, I had some carrots that we put some peanut butter on, but previously the carrots hadn't been eaten, but those carrots have now gone. And down here it's quite evidently where the badgers are coming up, so I'm just going to weigh up what I'm going to do here with things. What I'm doing here now, I'm going to go in a completely different place to where we normally film. So Dan's over pretty well in the usual, and then we've got loads of footage over there, and I'm picking on this long branch here. Can you see this one? And the reason being, can you see the swing on that? So rather than a solid branch, I'm using this one here that's got the movement, and now I've got these bits of string coming down, and I'm going to attach a piece of wood on here, like Dan said, like a swing or a trapeze, and I'm going to do it, all being well, I don't know, about roughly about a foot, maybe a little bit higher off the ground. So the mice should not be able to get onto it. Whoops, text messages. But all being well, the squirrel will get sent. So all being well, we fingers crossed we'll capture the squirrel trying to reach up. And because I'm going to do this like as a trapeze, I'm hoping the badgers will actually sort of dive on it on the bellies, and the weight of the badgers will pull down the branch, and it could just be interesting to watch. So what I need to do now, I'm just looking around on the bottom of the, I just need a piece of, oh, look at them grubs there. So those these little slugs here, that's exactly the sort of thing what the badgers like to forage for. So that's some live bait. Right, so that's all done now, all branched up. And you see with the height here, so that we shouldn't get any mice. So I just need to get some scissors, I need to cut that off. But that should stop the mice, because I don't really want trail cam footage of the mice. And I'm hoping that the squirrel will either jump up for this, and all being well, if it jumps on it with its weight of its body, it'll pull this down a little bit to ground level. And then all being well, if we can attract some badgers over onto it as well, yeah, it could be interesting. It's not a particularly strong branch, so we'll wait and see. Okay, right, so the scene is set. I've got myself this little pod for this, and what I'm going to do is, instead of tying the trail cam to the tree, I'm going to put it on the floor on its little tripod. So that's set, and because it's got the red legs on that, it'll be easier to find the trail cam. It gets a bit confusing to where we leave them. And all being well, I'm just going to pull that up a little bit. We'll see what that brings up in a few days. Oh, ow, oh. Did you hear that? Oh God, it might knock some sense into me. Oh dear God. Right, I am oh, hang on a minute, what's going on here, Dan? That's new, isn't it? So you can see something's been gnawing at here, so obviously it's dead bark. Yeah, okay. Right, we've definitely got a new area of activity. This has never been like this before here. This is definitely, we've had none of this before, and that's not rabbit, that's going to be badgers. So I think I may put a trail cam onto that post, and again I think just to lure things out, I might just go and find a log and put some of this crunchy peanut butter onto a log here. But this is definitely, now that I think the badgers are definitely coming along from up here, and they're definitely making their way along, and I think they're snucking underneath there is the way that they're doing. So obviously they're keeping themselves in the undergrowth, and they've definitely been something here as well. So right, so there's the camera on the post there, and it's pointing down over here, so they've definitely been digging for grubs here. And I've put some peanut butter on there, and I may just move that up a little bit. And yeah, this is again another spot where we've never filmed before. So Dan had a salt rock that he was hoping to catch the deers or whatever, licking the salt off this rock, and he was never terribly successful in it. So my hunch, and I might be wrong, but my hunch is the badgers are cutting under the fence here. My camera is just behind that post there, and they're coming into this area here. They're digging along, and they're making their way where Dan is over there in the distance, where his sticks are. I think that's the way that they're coming in, because there's like a bit of a trail where I'm walking here. So I've actually hung that up again off the ground to keep the mice away. But again, I am going to put some peanut butter on this, onto the, if you look carefully, it's not going to be easy, but onto the bit of rope and string. But I'm going to put some peanut butter onto the salt rock. That's a good idea. Because because that's got a bit of weight to that.
And I'll tell you what, for some reason the deers are not interested in the salt lick.
No, but I want to capture a squirrel bouncing up. If I can capture the squirrel, it's got to be the star of the show, hasn't it?
It has to be on these swinging things, I thought.
Yeah, but he's on his back the other day. I mean, you got that video where he's on his back and it's got like it's like
that
a
was
kid.
your video.
I know, but you're still on your thing. But
the problem is, I have put lots of monkey nuts on the banquet table, so it might just stay there.
No,
I can't see him coming all the way over here when he's happy over there.
yeah, but
we'll see.
My squirrel loves Lidl peanut butter. The song that's been coming into my head today, Dan, for those of a certain age, who remembers C30, C60, C90, C30, C60, C90, C30, C60, C90?
No.
You don't remember C30,
No.
C60? No. I want to go hunting and fishing, swinging from the trees, naked in the breeze.
No.
Bow wow wow, go wild, go wild, go wild in the country where snakes in the grass are absolutely free. Wild,
No.
Wild in the country.
Honestly, 99.4% of your viewers just think you're a nutter at the moment.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll have that. I'll have that. Just 94.4.
6.
I'll tell you what to do. If you agree with Dan and you think I'm a nutter, please give the video a thumbs up and let's see if we can get to more than 94.4% of our viewers giving the thing.
Oh,
up.
listen to me. If you are one of the 0.4% of viewers, give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, something like that.
You should get a lot of thumbs up now.
You think so?
I've made one mistake, but I don't know if to rectify it.
What have you done?
I've remembered.
Have you got all your cameras turned on?
This camera is on 30%, and I have got spare batteries. I think I'm just going to leave it.
I'll leave it.
It used up 70% of its battery because there's a lot of swinging bits.
Yeah. Is that AA batteries or lithium?
They're AA batteries.
Right, so I'm now steering away from AA battery cameras. These lithium rechargeables are definitely the
I
must-buds.
agree, but they're very expensive, aren't they?
No, 32 quid from AliExpress.
For 8.
Cameras?
No, for 8 batteries.
No, I'm talking about you buy the whole camera for the same price.
Oh, you mean with the lithium battery built into it? Right, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, not the you're thinking of blink, and we're not talking about blink cameras here.
Well, I had one out the other day, which I've had it out for about 10 nights, and it was still on 80%, and it had 2 lithium batteries in it.
Yeah, now they're really good.
Yeah.
So what we've done here again, we've got Dan's Salt Rock here, but this is like a major swing. I'm not going to touch it now because it's settled, because the movement of that is going to trigger the camera here, and that could be quite interesting because that's going to be like a big swing, isn't it? On there, Dan. Well, let's have a look. What are you hoping to capture, Dan? What's your aim?
Well, last night I've already taken the SD card out and had a tiny look, and I saw the new baby badger has been here, an adult badger. They've been here.
Okay.
They've been playing with them, getting annoyed. Nothing's caught on there. Nothing's caught on there. It's just this one and this one. So I've taken the SD cards out of that, and I just want, I've even put some monkey nuts up because I'll tell you what, the badgers love them. But so do the squirrels. It's who comes first. Yeah, I just want lots of fighting and 4 badgers, all one string in each. 4 badgers going for it.
Right. Do me a favour. Have you got any more monkey nuts in your bag, or all your monkey nuts out? You've got, right. I'm going to take 2 monkey nuts. I've got an idea. So I reckon if you look here now, this is also, you can see a definite trail. So whether it's Homo sapiens, but I think because this was where all the feeding was taking place, wasn't it?
Yes.
And now we've actually transferred all the activities to another part of the woods.
Yes, we have.
What's that orange thing there, Dan? That's new, isn't it? Is it netting or is it
it's
just
netting? It's always been.
Has it always been there? And I thought JP took the badger skull home out of the woods.
No, he left it.
Oh right, okay. Right, and I think that'll do. But let me just. I'm going to do it off camera because I'm going to give Dan an idea. That I think it'd be great for him to come up with the idea himself on his channel regarding. Oh bloody hell, Dan! Regarding monkey nuts.
Yeah.
And I think you can buy them with the way that I'm going to suggest to Dan. Alright, so I've just shared a pretty nifty idea with Dan, which I hope he takes up, because I think instead of literally just hoping for the usual footage, I think monkey nut stand hanging from a tree, done in a certain way, and the camera's up in the tree.
I completely agree. So tonight I'm going to be giving Neil 40 monkey nuts. He's going to drill holes in them, put string through it for me, because he's clearly got the time to do that.
Yeah, but I've got to work.
I've got to work. What do you think I do all day?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to make any comments on that. Right, let's get back to camp. Let's get back to camp.